In a world of so much connection and conversation, it is comforting to think that we can share our lives with those around us. We find comfort in expressing our innermost thoughts, accomplishments, and even daily reflections. This sharing builds bonds, strengthens friendships, and enhances relationships. From the joyful laughter we share with a friend to the comforting words exchanged with a loved one. These moments of openness are fundamental to our social existence. Yet in the midst of this exchange of words and emotions lies a boundary, often unspoken but deeply meaningful. It is that line that separates what should be shared from what should be kept within the confines of our own minds and hearts. While openness may be limited understanding and intimacy, prudence is the guardian of our inner sanctum. Some aspects of our lives are like fragile treasures, too personal, too fragile to be shared with others. These are the parts of our being that must be cherished and protected, not because we fear judgment or betrayal, but because they form the core of our identity. In the following discussion, we will delve into the very aspects of life that are best kept close to our hearts. Here are the things you should think twice before sharing with anyone. Talk about your ambitions and goals. When it comes to our future ambitions, they are often the brightest and most driving forces in our lives. These aspirations, whether they are career milestones, personal achievements or transformational projects, are deeply rooted in our identity and vision of ourselves. However, it makes sense to exercise caution when sharing these dreams with others. The very fact that we share our goals can sometimes have unintended consequences. Scientific studies show that when we talk about our ambitions, it can cause a premature sense of accomplishment. This phenomenon, known as social reality, occurs when others' recognition of our plans gives us a false sense of progress, reducing our motivation to actively pursue them. In fact, the very act of sharing information can trick our minds into believing that we are closer to achieving our goals than we actually are. That's why it's important to be selective about who you share your dreams with. It's not just about avoiding skeptics or doubters, but also about protecting your own mental attitude and focus. It's important to share your experience with a trusted friend or mentor who can offer constructive feedback and support. They can encourage, guide or even collaborate, but what matters most is their genuine interest in seeing you succeed. On the other hand, extending your ambitions to everyone can lead to unnecessary pressure and distraction. You might be more focused on maintaining images or narratives for others, instead of focusing on the actual steps needed to achieve your goals. Moreover, there is a certain magic in quietly pursuing your ambitions. If you keep your goals to yourself, it allows you to pursue them without outside influence or expectation. It allows you to adapt and develop your plans without the influence of outside opinions. This quiet progression towards your goals can be incredibly empowering, giving you the space to grow and achieve your goals on your own terms. Although it is inherent in human nature to want to share and seek validation, there is immense power in silently working towards achieving your future ambitions. By carefully choosing who you share your dreams with and understanding the psychological impact of doing so, you can maintain a focused and motivated path to realizing your aspirations. You are experiencing challenges. We all face difficulties and challenges unique to our own experiences. These challenges, whether they involve personal difficulties, professional obstacles, or emotional battles, are intricately woven into the fabric of our lives. However, there is wisdom in being judicious about with whom we share these difficulties. Deciding to keep our struggles private is not about hiding our weakness or pretending to be invulnerable. Rather, it is about recognizing that not everyone is able to give us the support or empathy we need. When we openly share our struggles, there is a risk that our experiences may be met without the understanding or respect they deserve. Some people may express empathy publicly, but privately they may misunderstand or even belittle our experiences. This can lead to feelings of vulnerability or frustration, especially if our struggles are met with judgment or insensitivity. Moreover, indiscriminate hand-wringing about our struggles can sometimes lead to unintended consequences. It can allow others to form opinions or make assumptions about our abilities and character. In certain situations, it can even lead to our struggles being used against us, whether in personal relationships or in a professional setting. However, talking to someone we trust deeply can be incredibly considerate and supportive. The key is to choose someone who has proven to be understanding, trustworthy, and supportive. This person can be a close friend, a family member, a mentor, or a professional counselor. Their role is not to solve our problems, but to provide a safe space where we can express ourselves without fear of judgment or ridicule. If we keep our problems to ourselves or share them selectively, it also allows us to internally reflect on our experiences. This gives us space to reflect, understand, and develop our issues without external pressures or opinions. It can be an empowering process where we learn to rely on our own resilience and strength to overcome obstacles. By sharing our difficulties, we can sometimes lighten our emotional load. It is therefore crucial to be selective about who we share them with. It is about protecting our inner world and dealing with our challenges in a way that promotes personal growth and resilience. Remember, this is not about self-isolation, but about gaining strength and sanity in choosing support systems that truly uplift and understand us. Family matters. Family, a unique combination of people connected by blood, love, and history, forms the core of our personal world. Within the walls of the family home, countless stories, experiences, and challenges unfold. These moments, whether filled with joy or marked by adversity, are an integral part of the family journey. However, when it comes to discussing these intimate details with others, caution and discretion become invisible. The idea of keeping family affairs private stems from the realization that each family faces its own complexities and challenges. What happens in a family often involves emotions, relationships, and situations that are deeply personal. Divulging these details outside of the family circle can lead to misinterpretation, judgment, or even abuse of these sensitive aspects. When talking about important things with friends or acquaintances, there is always the risk that these details could be misunderstood or taken out of context. What is shared in a moment of vulnerability or need for support may not be used in the best interest of the family later. This is especially important when discussing personal struggles or conflicts within the family. Confidentiality of these issues ensures that family dynamics, problems, and solutions remain protected and respected. Moreover, discussing family issues with others can sometimes lead to unwarranted advice or intervention. While this may be well-intentioned, outside interference can complicate family life, influence decisions, or create misunderstandings that otherwise would not have occurred. There is also an aspect of loyalty and trust inherent in keeping family affairs within the family. By solving problems within the family, family members can create stronger bonds and feelings of unity. This fosters an atmosphere in which problems can be resolved in a way that is consistent with the values and dynamics of the family. This is not to say that seeking outside help, such as a professional counselor or therapist, is inappropriate. There are situations where external support is helpful, especially when it provides neutral non-judgmental guidance. The key difference lies in the intentions and the way family issues are discussed. Talk about your accomplishments. Achieving success in any area of life is a moment of pride and joy, often generated by hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It's natural to want to share these victories with friends, family, and peers. However, there is a fine art to sharing your successes without falling into the realm of ponytailing, which can sometimes lead to unintended consequences. The urge to talk about one's accomplishments often stems from a desire for recognition and self-affirmation. While it's perfectly normal to seek recognition for one's efforts, excessive tailgating of our accomplishments can sometimes be perceived negatively. It's not just about how others perceive us, but also about the energy we bring to our lives. When we openly share our successes, especially in a manner that may seem tailgating, it can cause mixed reactions. While some may genuinely rejoice in our accomplishments, others may feel envious or even resentful. Envy is a natural human emotion, but sometimes it can trigger negative energy or unfavorable thoughts in others. These reactions, while not directly harmful, can create an atmosphere of negativity that can affect us indirectly. Moreover, by sharing our successes, we also make our accomplishments more visible to those who might want to downplay or undermine them. There is a grain of truth in the old adage that people cannot destroy what they do not suspect. By keeping some of our accomplishments to ourselves, we protect them from negativity and envy. This does not mean that we should never share our successes or be proud of what we have achieved. The key is to find balance and share our accomplishments with those who truly support and enjoy our growth. Sharing with a select group of trusted individuals, such as close friends or mentors, can provide the recognition we seek without exposing ourselves to potential negativity. Additionally, when we do share our accomplishments, we present them in a context of gratitude and humility, which can make a significant difference. Recognizing the support we received along the way, the challenges we overcame, and even the good fortune that came our way can turn a tailgating moment into a story of an inspiring journey. Show kindness. In a world where actions often speak louder than words, acts of kindness have special meaning. From simply showing compassion to making a significant contribution to someone's life, these gestures are a reflection of our empathy and humanity. But when it comes to sharing these actions with others, there is a profound beauty in silence and discretion. The essence of true kindness lies in its selflessness. When we lend a helping hand or a sympathetic ear without expecting recognition or reward, we embody the purest form of generosity. The moment we share these acts for attention or recognition, the action is transformed. It is not about the welfare of the recipient, but about our own image. Encouraging our acts of kindness can inadvertently cause the focus to be on the giver rather than the gift. This can turn a moment of sincere help into a tool for self-gratification. Not only does this shift diminish the value of the act, but it can also affect the sincerity by which we are perceived. When a kindness is done discreetly, it retains its true purpose of relieving, supporting, or uplifting someone, without any ulterior motive. Anonymity or discretion in these acts allows the recipient to receive the help they need without feeling like a spectacle or a means to an end. This approach to kindness also echoes the principle that the most impactful acts of generosity are those done without fanfare. These are unsung moments of help and support that need to be hidden from view, driven solely by a desire to make a positive difference in someone's life. Of course, stories of kindness can sometimes inspire others to act in a similar way. What matters most, however, is the intention behind the story. Is it to encourage a culture of compassion? Or is it to emphasize one's own benevolence? While acts of kindness are critical to creating a more empathetic and caring world, it is equally important how we feel about these acts. By choosing to perform acts of kindness quietly, without seeking recognition, we keep our intentions pure and allow the act itself to be the center of attention, creating a more authentic and meaningful impact. Tell us about your deepest thoughts and reflections. The landscape of our mind is a rich tapestry woven of thoughts and reflections that are as deep as they are personal. These inner reflections, often a mixture of questions, revelations, and contemplations, serve as guiding lights in our journey of self-discovery and understanding. They shape our perception of the world, influencing how we interact with everything around us. In the nooks and crannies of our minds, we encounter thoughts that resonate with our core. These are not just fleeting ideas, but deep reflections that question our beliefs, challenge our views and inspire our aspirations. They are those silent conversations we have with ourselves, ones that delve deeper into the core of who we are and what we seek in life. This inner dialogue plays a key role in our personal development. It is where we face our deepest fears, accept our true desires, and come to terms with the complexities of our character. In these moments of introspection, we often gain clarity of direction. They are catalysts for growth, pushing us toward evolution and enlightenment. Yet there is a certain sanctity in keeping these thoughts to ourselves. When they are shared, they are subject to outside influence and interpretation. What is deeply personal and meaningful to us may be misunderstood or not fully appreciated by others. By keeping these reflections private, we preserve their purity and authenticity. We allow them to be our personal mentors, independent of the judgment or expectations of the world around us. Moreover, by guarding our innermost thoughts, we create a space for honest self-expression. It is a safe haven where we can truly be ourselves, without the need for masks or pretense. This freedom to think and reflect without limitations is a powerful tool in our spiritual and personal journey. It allows us to explore the depths of our soul, uncover hidden truths, and build a more authentic understanding of our place in the world. These thoughts and reflections are more than just mental processes. They are the whispers of our soul that guide us through the labyrinth of life. They are the invisible threads that bind our experiences, emotions, and wisdom. By nurturing these inner reflections, we honor our true self and pave the way for a journey that will be both enriching and authentic. You have money and other material possessions. Money and material possessions in their tangible and visible form play an important role in how we are perceived by the world. These symbols of financial success and lifestyle are often interpreted as a reflection of our status of achievement and even character. While the goal may not be to create an impression, the reality is that material possessions often speak for us in the public conversation. An undeniable aspect of modern life is that possessions, from the simplicity of a smartphone to the extravagance of a luxury car, carry a narrative. This narrative is not created by the individual, but is often a construct of societal values and normality. People consciously or subconsciously attribute certain qualities of success or even personality traits to individuals based on their material wealth. This phenomenon extends beyond physical possessions to lifestyle choices, travel experiences, and even the homes we live in. It's a subtle but pervasive form of socialization in which what we own becomes part of our identity in the eyes of others. It's not just about the value of these items, but the lifestyle they represent. However, this external perception can diverge from personal values and realities. A person may acquire wealth and possessions not to make a name for themselves, but as a personal reward or byproduct of their success. However, in the social arena, these possessions may overshadow other aspects of his personality or accomplishments. Judgments based on material possessions also affect social dynamics. This can create barriers, assumptions, and expectations that may not match a person's true nature or intentions. This external judgment based on wealth and possessions can distort understanding of the nature of a person's values and accomplishments.